series on how to make your first web page. In this video we're going to make a web page with your name on it, and maybe make the name bigger, and I don't think we'll do too much more than that. We'll just keep it simple. So I'm going to close this Chrome here, and I'm going to go to my notepad here. If you haven't got it open, you can open it by double clicking on the link in the start menu, usually under all programs, wherever we've got Notepad++, you see here. Now I'm going to make a new file, a new document called, and so I've clicked on the new document, and we'll save it. We'll save it first. It's a good idea to always save. So we'll save as file, save as. I'm going to put it onto the desktop. I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it my website. And I'm going to go into that folder there, and I'm going to save this as index, spelled I-N-D-E-X, index.html. And what that does is it turns it into an HTML file, which is basically saying this is a web page file. And I'm going to click on this. It should do it automatically, but I'm going to set the HTML as well by clicking on the save type, clicking hypertext markup language, or HTML. Now I'm calling it index because that means that's always the very first page you make in a website, is the index page. So here we go. Here we've got the document ready to go, and we're going to learn about a tag. Now a tag has three things to it, or you get pairs of tags. Now bear with me. This is what a tag looks like. HTML. So you open up the tag, and you might have what's called a descriptor or a modifier in that tag. So I'm going to have a modifier here, but I'm not actually going to put anything in it. So that's what a tag looks like. You have an opening triangular bracket and a closing triangular bracket, and then you might have a modifier, which I've just added in here, which would be the name of the modifier, and it is equal to, and then whatever it's equal to is surrounded by two quotation marks. So if you've got the tag name, the descriptor name, and the open triangular brackets, closed triangular brackets, then you will have some stuff. You'll say, hello, my name is Lindsay, and I build websites. I'll put in, I build websites. And then what you do is, once you've finished with everything, and you want to finish this section off, you do a close tag, which is very similar, but you add a / like that. So there we've got an opening section, HTML, and a closing section, HTML, with the /. And you always put the modifier or the descriptor into the top, or into the first tag. Now the next rule is, in fact, no, what we'll do now is we will save this. We will save this and we will run it. There's this great little button in Notepad++. You click on Run, and you click Launch in Chrome. Hopefully you've got Chrome from the last video. And wow! If I was there, I'd give you a high five, because I love giving high fives when we do this. This is really exciting. You've just made your first web page, and it says, hello, my name is Lindsay and I build websites. And that's what the web page. And the web page is on your computer at the moment. It's not live, it's not out on the internet, it's just on your computer. But you made it, it's being viewed in Chrome, and you can see it. And so I'm going to close it again, and I'm going to go back to my code, or what I call it code, but it's actually markup. Back to my markup. Okay. So the next step is HTML. Now, HTML, you have to have just one of those, and just one of these. In a whole one of these boxes, you just have to have one open, one close. So say for instance I did say I made a new page here. I would only ever have one again. I wouldn't have. Sometimes people do things like this. They'll do HTML open, HTML close, HTML open, HTML close, and that's not good. You don't want to do that. So don't do that. Just do 101 close. That's just for the HTML tag. Now it's been going for 5 minutes, so I think we'll leave it at that. You've made your first web page. I'm going in the next video. I'll show you some more tags that can do fancy things like make big words and so on, things like that. Okay, see you there.